Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. This is Mendoza. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Running from the pistol here with Jeanty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Mendoza. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. This hit's finally forced out of bounds after a gain of about 27 on the play. And that sets up a Raiders first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
From the red zone now. Right side, Thornton's got it. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And Hick got there quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route with the target.
Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on 2nd down. Jeanty on the draw. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock. Continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Mendoza working. And that one's going to fall incomplete. That forces 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Gay's kick is good. And the opening drive, the game ends in 3 points.
Just kind of a confidence builder. That offense drives it down, special teams does their job. Now the defense going to take the field with the lead.
Starting at the 10. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Got a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
Put up a performance like he did on the ground a week ago, you grab the attention right away of your opponent. You know they had watched those runs from a week ago. They were dialed in on him, still couldn't slow him down.
This is Walker on 2nd. And this is headed the wrong way. We're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. The tight end in motion now. Here he goes. 3rd and long. He lofts one deep, center of the field. He's got it at the 30. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Complete to Xavier Worthy.
And that right there is a statement touchdown to begin this game, Brock. Carving a path right into that end zone.
Yeah, coming off a week where you just had to scrap and claw to get the victory, maybe a little extra margin would help this time, huh?
Yeah, well, a good start here, right? As they try to, what everybody does these days, stacking wins, Brock. They're trying to stack things to get that win. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Drive starts with Jency. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down. And already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. It looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
Mendoza on 2nd. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Give up the guts. It's Jency. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Running it after the penalty. They get there to take him down right around the 41. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. You want to get that century mark.
Yeah.
That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's the snap to Mendoza. Setting up the screen. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Mendoza now. That's complete to Bowers outright. He gets this down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Well, I think we all know, Brock, these guys are in for a challenge, trying to keep him contained, because what happened to him a week ago, as quiet as he was, yeah, that's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not. And when you come off of a game like that in a practice week, you know you've got to get your best players.
He's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Jeanty in from 13 yards out. Extra point is made by Gay. Lead now up to a field goal.
The score, Raiders 10, Chiefs 7. Matt Gay to kick off.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. He'll take this at the 10. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Tight end in motion left. 2nd down, Walker's going to get it again. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 3rd down, Walker. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They've got a first to begin the frame. Running with Walker again. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, just run away from it. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Good as he was letting that one go, and that pass isn't even going to get beyond the line. That is incomplete, and the defense forces 4th down. All right, Brock, QB1, I got a question for you. Are you always expecting the rush to be dialed up like that, dialed up a notch when it's 3rd down?
Is water wet? Is the Pope Catholic? Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay. From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, Jeanty. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Mendoza. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Mendoza. And this is going to be lost on the hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's second down.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Genty from the gun. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still third down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Mendoza, third and short. Diving for it, and he makes the play. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, the second score that he has brought in this season. Gay with the point after. And that makes this a 10-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Chiefs 7.
Now to handle the kickoff. Starting at the 10. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now it's Mahomes. Looking long again. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. Brent's going to send it back to the line for second.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age in the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Forced out to his right. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. He's hit and taken down after a 27-yard gain. And that's going to give the Chiefs a first down. They send a man in motion. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
He held on to that for one reason and one reason alone, because he's got some kind of powerful grip strength. That was incredible to take that shot and still possess the ball.
On second down, Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. To the air, Mahomes. The coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down. Man, a little would have done the job, but they threw for a lot there, Brock. Just couldn't make that deep shot work.
Kate, if you look at just about any pass play known to mankind, there's something called an alert. Right? Somebody that's going to clear something out for somebody else, and that was an alert. That was a shot. Just didn't hit it.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Pistol now for Mahomes. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it. Brock, they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play is going to be again to Jency. Daniel managed 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Another give here to Jency. He's unable to get away from that tackler. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
And better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit them right in the mouth.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Mendoza. It's complete. This is Bowers. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
On the ground with Jency. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle.
I'm not seeing any signs of wear on those legs. In fact, I think this running back likes getting his number called. Eventually, sure, you're going to have to spell him, but right now he's in a pretty good rhythm.
And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. The Raiders with the lead at home here at Allegiant. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Back to Jency. No one's around him. He's got space. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And that is good for a Raiders 1st down. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
Going to the ground again on 1st. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Running out of the gun with Washington. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background that every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mendoza. Complete beyond the marker. And across the line he goes. touchdown Raiders. Ashton Jeanty, first to return score, and now he's got a receiving one too. The extra point is made by Gay. And that makes this a 3-possession game.
24, Chiefs 7. Matt Gay to kick off for Las Vegas.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. They go play action. It's Mahomes. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Mahomes. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
He lost the football. Oh, and the kicking team's got it. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, couple yards short at the 23. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
It's just kind of the type of play why you name a position like this tight end, because it's going to be tight throws in the contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
Walker trying to run for the first. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. At the 20. Touchdown, Kansas City!
Kenneth Walker, the ball carrier. Touchdown,
And that
Kansas
right
City.
there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
An extra point from Butker is up and good. And the lead now down to 10.
24. Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker to kick off.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. And off to Jency. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Giving this to Jency. And that 2nd down line is only going to manage a yard. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Third and just 2 to go. Jency going for the line to gain. They're stopping after about a 5-yard gain. That is good enough for a fresh set of downs.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Here's Mendoza out of the play fake. And he's going to be taken down back at the 39. And that will now make it 2nd and 20 to go.
It's a 10-yard loss.
As expected here, Brock, you got a rookie quarterback trying to lead a comeback. And that defense taking the opportunity to apply some pressure.
They sure are, and this is one of those lessons that you've got to learn. There is just a time to throw the ball away. We know how impactful negative plays are, and especially sacks of that degree.
This ball's cut by Bowers. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
On 3rd down, Chiefs going with a nickel. Mendoza working. Finds him on the crossing route. And they make the tackle at the 38. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10 for Mendoza. Now 13 of 15 throwing the football. He has looked very good so far. Counter give to Jency. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. This is Mendoza. Finds a seam down the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Vegas 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Play fake. Here's Mendoza. The throw left side finds Johnson. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it, and when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a 1st down.
Here's Genty. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
6-yard pickup.
Just continuing to grind him down, Brock. That is exactly what you want to do with a lead like this in the second half. You want long, sustained drives.
Because it really serves two purposes, right, Kate? Number one, it helps you build, hopefully, some points on that board. But just as importantly, you're playing keep away, and that other side's not getting to touch the rock.
Headed out right. And he runs it across. Touchdown! Gay to add the extra point.
Las Vegas.
Send right down the middle and good. That makes this a 3-possession game.
Raiders 31, Chiefs 14. Matt Gay to kick off for Las Vegas.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. He'll begin his return from the 11. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And he's stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
It's kind of funny, Kate. When you have a really productive day, as he did a week ago on the ground, well over 100 yards, people wonder, can you do it again? That's what this league is often about. Can you do it again? And do it again. And this guy is answering that question today.
Mahomes throwing here on 2nd. Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway. Break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. We'll give up the gut to Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Well, tip of the cap to this defense. They needed just a little, and they got less, Brock. Not a 4th down I think that they expected they'd be facing.
No, and what it does, too, is it just creates some doubt. You know, for that play caller, you want to pound the football, move the chains. You've already probably got your 1st down call made. Nope, not so fast.
And the fair catch made here at the 15.
And taken. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. From the pistol, a give to Washington. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Now a shotgun again to Washington. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
He was taken down.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Raiders up by multiple touchdowns, and they've got the football. Third and just 2 to go. Mendoza. Has a man on target to Thornton. He's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. The deep pass comes up big. 32 yards.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind. In the perfect spot to create the big play.
Here's Mendoza, 1st and 10. And that last throw puts him up near 1,000 yards on this season. They give up the gun. Massive hits. The ball's out. But I believe a Raider covered that one, so the Raiders hang on to possession. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
This is Genty on 2nd. That play picks up about 6 yards as he stopped. And it is 1st down Las Vegas.
Kind of just feel it, don't you? Trying to close out this game, just keep leaning on that somebody who has produced and made the most of every one of his touches throughout.
First down now, ball at the 33. Here's the snap to Mendoza. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He's got it. What a throw. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton Jr., the 2nd score that he has brought in this season. Gay to add the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that makes this a 24-point ball game. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Back to throw, Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Second down, Mahomes. This is a heater going deep. That's cut at the 25. And he gets home. Touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice, the 2nd score that he has brought in this season.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Well, Mahomes doesn't like what he sees. He's changing things up. right, they're going to throw for it. Nothing doing on that two-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of the field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fields the hard squib kick. And he's going to go all the way. Touchdown Raiders. Mike Washington, his first career touchdown in the NFL. How about it? Gay to add the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that adds yet another to their lead.
45, Chiefs 20. Matt Gay to kick off for Las Vegas.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Here's Smith on the return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Now it's Mahomes. This is Thornton over the middle. And they're going to get to him, bring him down after allowing about 13 on the play. And it's going to be first down Chiefs.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Looking to throw Mahomes. That's dropped underneath. Walker. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They send the tight end in motion. Here's Mahomes. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. Max Crosby. And that makes it 2nd and very long.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Toward the perimeter. It's Rice. And a good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8.
A gain of 8 yards.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Iron quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Good work by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring around 4th down. And it just seems, Brock, like this punishment is not going to end until that clock runs out. It has been a lot of plays just like that one that have led them here.
You know what's funny, too, Kate, as you say that? I can still feel soreness in my neck, in my ribs, in my back after games like this where you just get hit a bunch.
No problems on that 4th down play. They convert with gusto, keeping this drive moving. Wow, an incredible play going for it there from their own side. 33 yards. The tight end going in motion right. To the air, Mahomes. Breaks free in the center of the field. And he gets home. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the lead down to 18 now. Butker on now to kick this one away. Washington now to return. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Drive starts with Jency. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
And 5 at the 40-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Straight ahead with Jency. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Mendoza from the pistol. It's complete. This is Bowers. This one stopped. Great gains about 6 yards. And that sets up a Raiders first down. So timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. A give to Washington. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go handoff to Washington. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout. So the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
That might not look like a lot, but that's some veteran stuff from the rookie runner right there. That kind of gain in the NFL, that's a win. May not be in high school, you may want to hit the big play, but those singles, they turn into doubles, and they matter at this level.
Mendoza, 3rd and short. Setting up the screen. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders nearing their first win of the season.
1st and 10 at the
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. And they'll kneel this down. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So they happily go to a knee here to run out this clock, and they're finally on the board, their first win of the season. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And they draw first.